dear students, in today's video lesson, we'll be talking about a very important topic of physics for ICSE Standard 10 students, that is alpha, beta and gamma emissions. Now from this topic, maximum 6 marks question comes in the exam. One is for 2 marks and another is for 3 or 4 marks. Okay. So before starting with the nuclear reactions, first let us talk about what happens to the nucleus whenever there is an alpha emission or beta emission or a gamma emission, and why does this emission occur. Okay. So first of all, we'll go with alpha emission. Now why does an alpha particle why is an alpha particle emitted from a nucleus? Now children, whenever the nucleus is unstable, or we can say whenever the number of neutrons is far more than the number of protons, at that time 2 protons and 2 neutrons that are tightly bound together in the form of a particle is emitted, and that particle is alpha particle. Now children, you should remember that alpha particle is helium particle, helium atom. As you know, since it is saying 2 protons, so number of proton is equal to number of atomic number. Number of protons is equal to atomic number. So 2. So helium, atomic number 2, what is the atom? It is helium. Hydrogen 1, helium 2. So atomic number 2 is helium atom. Okay. And since the mass number is sum of protons and sum of neutrons, so the mass number here becomes 4. So with this the atom is helium. So when we say an alpha particle is emitted, actually it is a helium atom that is emitted. I will repeat this. When is the alpha particle emitted? Whenever the nucleus is unstable, at that time 2 protons and 2 neutrons tightly bound together in the form of a particle is emitted, and that particle is called an alpha particle or helium atom. Okay. Now let's move on to beta particles. Now what happens when a beta particle is emitted from a nucleus, and why does it happen so? Now when is a beta particle emitted? Now again, when the nucleus is very unstable, the number of neutrons is far more than the number of protons. At that time, 1 neutron gets converted into proton by emission of an electron. See, what happens here is this neutron got converted into proton by emission of an electron. You can see here, this is 0, this is 1 and minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 becomes 0, here 1 and 0 becomes 1. Okay, so this is the balanced reaction. Neutron getting converted into proton by emission of an electron. Now this fast moving electron is nothing but your beta particle. Okay, so again I will repeat how is the beta particle emitted. Whenever the nucleus is unstable, the number of neutrons is far more than the number of protons. At that time, 1 neutron gets converted into proton, and to make the electrical neutrality, it gives out 1 electron. Now you should always remember that this electron which is emitted doesn't remain in the nucleus at all. It quickly gets emitted and goes off. It is not a part of the nucleus anymore. Okay. So in all the nuclear reactions, there is no electron involved. Only we'll talk about proton or neutron. So this is how beta particle is emitted. Now let's talk about the gamma emission. Now earlier this was alpha, this was beta. Both of them are particle. But gamma emission, gamma are electromagnetic radiations. So now when does this ray emit? When is this ray emitting? Now whenever the parent nucleus is very excited, it has a lot of energy into it. Okay, it is unstable, it is excited. It has to give away its energy. So it dissipates its energy in the form of electromagnetic radiations, which are called gamma radiations. Now gamma radiations becomes very easy for the nuclear reactions. It becomes very easy whenever there is gamma emission, because in gamma emission there is no loss of neutron and there is no loss of protons. Just that, suppose this is the parent nuclei, okay, X1, and it disintegrates to form X2 by giving out gamma radiations. So suppose again this was 20 and this was 40. I'm just taking this example. This is calcium and not radioactive. I'm just taking 2040. Okay. So whenever a gamma radiation is emitted, okay, there is no loss of proton. So atomic number remains same. There is no loss of neutron. So this also remains same. The only thing that will happen is here we'll put an asterisk sign denoting that this was an excited atom and this is a stable atom. I hope you got it. Here there is no loss of neutrons and protons, so just we'll put an asterisk sign to the parent nucleus. Okay, so this is how alpha, beta and gamma radiations are emitted. So in alpha emission, to recap, I'll tell you, there will be a loss of 2 here and there will be a loss of 4 here. So this becomes 36. So whenever a alpha particle is emitted from here, if this is 20, this becomes 18. If this is 40, this becomes 36. In a beta emission, okay, an electron is lost. So if suppose this is X and Y and a beta particle is emitted, okay, this is 20 and this is 40 again, for example, it's -1 and 0. So here this -1 is emitting, so you will add 1 here. Okay, so because 20 minus of -1 becomes 21, and since it is a 0 here, so your mass number doesn't change. So here this increases by 1 and this remains same. Here nothing changes, only the asterisk sign comes here. Now let us do reactions of alpha, beta and gamma radiations separately, and then we'll do sums in which all alpha, beta and gamma radiations are emitting simultaneously. Let's talk about alpha emission first. So to recap, alpha particle can be written like this or like this: atomic number 2, mass number 4. So see here the general formula. So whenever a parent nucleus X converts into a daughter nucleus Y by emission of a helium particle, what happens? The atomic number, which is represented by Z, is reduced by 2 and mass number, which is represented by A, is reduced by 4. So here let's see an example. Now suppose uranium 92-238, this is disintegrating by giving out an alpha particle. So here first we can write alpha particle here. Now we can write helium or we can write alpha, anything, or we can simply write an alpha on the arrow here. So 92, from 92 we will reduce 2, so it becomes 90, atomic number becomes 90, and 238 will reduce 4, so it becomes 234. So what is the atom with atomic number, what is the element with atomic number 90? It's thorium. So we'll write a thorium here. Okay, let's go to the another example. Now here we have to do reverse calculation. Now here they have asked an element nucleus X1 getting converted into nucleus X2, and for X2 they have given the atomic number and mass number. We have to tell the atomic number and mass number of X1. Now here, since we know from this an alpha particle has been emitted, so if this is 82, okay, we'll add 2 here. Okay, so it becomes 84. Correct? While going reverse we'll add. ऐसे जाएंगे तो माइनस करना है, ऐसे जाएंगे तो प्लस करना है, क्योंकि 84 में से अल्फा पार्टिकल निकला है तो 82 बना है. करेक्ट? तो यहाँ गए तो हमने 2 ऐड किए हैं. We have added 2 here. 206 you add 4, so it becomes 210. Correct? So while going back, you'll add 2 and you'll add 4 here. So this is how we'll solve the sums of alpha emission. We'll do one more sum for alpha. Now here is one more question. Let's have a look at it for alpha emission. An atomic nucleus A is composed of 84 protons and 128 neutrons. The nucleus A emits an alpha particle and transformed into nucleus B. What is the composition of B? So kids, here they have given you number of proton, which is 84, and number of neutron, which is 128. Okay, so you know that Z, that is atomic number, is 84. So when you write A, this is 84. But what about A? They have not given you mass number. So what is mass number? Mass number is number of proton plus number of neutron. So you will add this 84 and 128. So it will become 212, right? So here it is 212. So when an alpha particle is emitted, it becomes B. Now minus 2 minus 4. So this becomes 82 and this becomes 208. Correct? So this is how you will solve all types of numericals for alpha particle emission. Now let's go on to beta particle emission. Now let's talk about beta particle emission. Now here in beta particle emission, as you know, beta is an electron. So minus 1 here and 0 here, right? So whenever you are converting parent to daughter, here if the atomic number is Z, it becomes Z plus 1. In beta we have subtracted 2 here and subtracted 4 here. Here we are adding 1 and here there is no change since the mass number is 0 here. Okay, there are no neutrons. So here we will add 1 and here there will be no change. Correct? So now carbon 6 and 14. Okay, now if this is undergoing beta emission, so what will happen? From 6 it will become 7. 7 किसका atomic number होता है? Nitrogen, right? So 7 from 14 it will remain same. So just see this number and write the atomic number here. Now here in the second question, they have given you a nucleus X1. It is converting into X2. We have to give the composition of X2. Now here it is 83. When it comes here, it becomes 84 and this remains same. Correct? So this is very easy. Add 1 here and this remains unchanged. Now let's have a look at gamma emission. Now in gamma emission, what happens is, a nucleus X, okay, when it emits a gamma radiation, converts into same nucleus X. See, because there is no change in atomic number and there is no change in mass number. Then how we will show that a gamma emission has happened? We will draw an asterisk sign here on the parent nucleus. Okay. So in gamma radiation, you don't have to do anything. No change in mass number, no change in atomic number. Just put an asterisk sign here on the parent nucleus. Now let's solve some more examples. See here in question number 1, they have given X is converting into X1, X2, X3 and X4 and they have given different particles here. So let's start. Now from here we can't start. Just see here atomic number and mass number is given in the end. So we will have to do the back things. Now alpha particles. In the last, alpha particle is emitting. So in alpha what do? We subtract the atomic number by 2 and the mass number by 4. So here since we are going reverse, we will add. So when we go to X3, it will become 84. We will add because we are going back. So here there is 206. So we will write 210 here. Now moving on to X2, since there is a beta particle. Now what do? Normally in beta, we add 1 in the atomic number and we do not do anything with the mass number. So here the mass number remains same. Now we add. So here since we are going back, we will subtract. So we will make it as 83. Right? Now since it is a gamma emission, so whatever was there remains here. So we will write 83 here and 210 here, same thing. But what we will do with the parent, we will make it excited. Correct? Now moving on from X1 to X. Now since it is an alpha particle, okay, so we will add 2 here and we will add 4 here. So from 83 it becomes 85 and here it will become 214. You can again check it by going from here to here. See, alpha particle is emitting, so -2 and -4, correct? Gamma particle is emitting, nothing changes, just put an asterisk on the parent. Now beta particle is emitting, don't change this, add 1, correct? Now from here just check whether it has come correct. Alpha particle, subtract 4, subtract 2. So you have checked it from forward to backward also. So once you start solving from here, just give it a check from here that whether it is reaching here correctly or not. Now moving on to our next question. P is getting converted into Q by emission of a beta particle. Okay. So here they have written A and X. So there are no numbers. So here also we will write the answer in terms of A and X. Correct. So since it is a beta particle emission, this remains same. So from A, it remains same as A. Now here, since it is a beta particle, we add 1 and X was there, so X plus 1. Did you get it? In beta particle emission, the mass number is, the atomic number is increased by 1 and mass number remains same. Now let's have a look at the next question. Now uranium 238, atomic number 92, is converting into thorium energy, and here the dash is given. Okay. So we can make out from 92 it is going to 90 and from 238 is going to 234. So here there is loss of 4 and here there is loss of 2. So what can come? Helium particle or obviously alpha particle. So you can write alpha particle or helium particle, whatever. Both the answers are correct. You can write anything that you wish. Okay. Now next question. From U to Q to R to S. Now since the numbers are written here, we will start from here. From 92 an alpha particle is getting emitted. So we will have to subtract 2, so it becomes 90. Here we will have to subtract 4, so it becomes 234. Correct? Now beta particle. In beta we add 1, so it becomes 91 and this remains same. It remains 234. Again one more beta particle. From 91 it goes to 92. From 234, from 90 it goes to 92. From 234 it remains same since it is a beta particle. So we get 92 as 234. Correct? Now moving on to our last sum. Now here also there are no numbers, only Z and A. Correct? Now from Z an alpha particle is removed. So we will write Z minus 2. From A alpha particle, so A minus 4. Correct? Now gamma particle. So this Z minus 2 and A minus 4 remains same. But what change we need to make? We need to put an asterisk sign here. Correct? Now 2 beta particles. Okay? So one beta particle is like this. Another beta particle is like this. Correct? So here there is no change. However, because it's 0, so A minus 4 remains same. So here what happens? It was Z minus 2. So Z minus 2 minus 1 and minus 1. So minus 2. So minus and minus add. So Z, see, this becomes Z minus 2 plus 2. So plus and minus get subtracted. So here it becomes Z. Okay. I hope you have understood this sum. Shall I repeat this? Okay. Now alpha particle, so here minus 2, here minus 4. Gamma particle, no change, just put an asterisk sign here. Now beta particles, there are 2 beta particles. तो ऊपर तो 0 ही होता है, तो ऊपर का कोई भी चेंज नहीं करना है. नीचे का चेंज कैसे किया है इन्होंने? देखो -1 मीन्स -2. सो Z -2 तो था ही आपके पास, उसमें से हमें माइनस करना है. क्या माइनस करना है? -2 को. सो इट बिकम्स Z -2 plus 2. So this gets cancelled and it remains Z. So this is how you added Z here. Let's do 2 more sums. See in this question number 6, again there is beta, alpha and alpha particle emitted, and in the last nucleus they have given atomic number and mass number. So here it's 69, 172 alpha particle emitted. Alpha में हम -2 करते हैं, -4 करते हैं, but when we are going back हम +2 करेंगे और ऊपर +4 करेंगे. So 69 + 2, 71, and here we will write 172 + 4, 176. Here again alpha particle, so we'll do the same thing. We'll add 2 here, so it becomes 73, and we will add 4 here, so it becomes 180. Now here it's a beta particle. बीटा में हम +1 ऐड करते हैं, 1 ऐड करते हैं, बट उल्टा जा रहे हैं तो 1 हम सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, तो ये बनेगा 72 and this remains same. Okay, this is how we'll do this sum. Now let's have a look at these type of sums. Uranium undergoes several disintegrations and ultimately decays to lead. How many alpha and beta particles are emitted? तो आपको पता है कि आपको दे रखा है यूरेनियम 238 is the mass number and atomic number is 92. It is getting converted into lead with atomic number 82 and mass number 206. Now there are few alpha particles and few beta particles that are emitted. Okay, we have to tell how many alpha and how many beta. तो सबसे पहले हम मास नंबर देखेंगे. अगर आप मास नंबर देखें तो 238 से ये हो गया है 206. सो देयर इज डिक्रीज इन मास नंबर. तो देखिए बीटा के लिए तो बीटा तो मास में चेंज करता ही नहीं है, तो वी विल टॉक अबाउट अल्फा. मास नंबर से हम निकालेंगे कि अल्फा पार्टिकल्स कितने एमिट हुए हैं. तो 238 से 206 हो गए, तो कितना डिक्रीज हुआ है? 32. It has decreased, mass number has decreased by 32. And since we know that by disintegrating one alpha particle, by emitting one alpha particle, mass number is decreased by 4. So what will be the number of alpha particles? Number of alpha particles will be 32 upon 4. So it will be 8. So 8 alpha particles would be emitted. Now let's talk about beta particle. तो अब हम एटॉमिक नंबर देखते हैं. एटॉमिक नंबर आप देखिए 92 से हो गया है 82. ओके, सो देयर इज अ लॉस ऑफ 10. ओके, देयर आर 10 प्रोटॉन्स. तो अब हमें पता है कि अल्फा पार्टिकल तो 8 जा चुके हैं, और अल्फा पार्टिकल जब मिस होते, एक अल्फा पार्टिकल एमिट होता है तो एटॉमिक नंबर में कितना डिफरेंस आता है? 2 का. तो अगर 8 गए हैं तो 8 × 2 मीन्स इट इज 16, बट यहाँ हमें मिला है 10. तो हमें क्या करना है? हमें 6 का डिफरेंस और है, राइट? सो और बीटा में हमें पता है यहाँ -1 होता है, तो हम ऐड करते हैं. तो हाउ मेनी बीटा पार्टिकल्स विल बी देयर? इन दोनों का डिफरेंस, द नंबर ऑफ बीटा पार्टिकल्स विल बी 6. सो द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज 8 अल्फा पार्टिकल्स एंड 6 बीटा पार्टिकल्स. तो सबसे पहले हम ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में अल्फा निकालेंगे, क्योंकि अल्फा से मास का चेंज होता है. तो 238 से 206 जब हुआ तो 32 मास का लॉस हुआ, और एक अल्फा पार्टिकल लॉस करता है 4 का. सो नंबर ऑफ अल्फा पार्टिकल इज 8. अब यहाँ हम देखेंगे कि 10 का लॉस हुआ है, बट 8 अल्फा पार्टिकल्स ऑलरेडी जा चुके हैं, तो 16 प्रोटॉन्स ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं, लेकिन हमें चाहिए 10 का. तो वी विल सब्ट्रैक्ट दिस and get the number of beta particles. I hope you have understood this chapter very well, this portion of the chapter very well. Now, apart from this, there are no questions that can be asked. Yes, one more thing, you should remember few atoms like thorium, you should know it is 90, uranium, you should know it's 92, lead here, you should know it is 82. So, other than uranium, thorium and lead, you won't be asked to name the nucleus or the atoms. So this is all about this chapter. One more thing, they ask whenever there is an alpha or beta emission, what happens to the position of that atom in the periodic table. So alpha का मैंने आपको बताया, क्या बताया कि atomic number 2 से कम हो जाता है, right? So it since अगर 20 था तो 18 हो गया. So where will be the position of the new atoms? To position उसके पहले, previous to the position of the parent. And in case of beta particle हम atomic number 1 add कर देते हैं नीचे. So it will be ahead of the, it will come to the next position of the atom in the periodic table. So periodic table में अगर किसी atom का alpha particle emit किया है तो वो उसके 2 पहले आ जाता है, और अगर बीटा पार्टिकल एमिट किया है तो उसके एक बाद वाली पोजीशन पे आ जाता है. I don't think apart from this anything else would be asked from this chapter. I think you are thorough with this chapter, so all the best. For any questions, please write in the comment box down. Please like our video if you have liked it and share it with your friends. All the best.